Hey, what's up you guys? It's the Curious Owl here, and I have another favorites video for you guys. This is for the month of March, which when this video uploads, it will be after March is over, but basically there wasn't a whole lot of new things that I really did other than like some new events and stuff, but I guess let's just get into some of my favorites. So for music, I really didn't listen to anything new. I pretty much didn't have really much interest in listening to anything new. There wasn't really any certain band that had caught my eye. But while I was home for spring break and for the last few weekends, my mom had been playing a lot of Def Leppard recently, which honestly has been one of my favorite bands since I was a little kid. So I really kind of got a new appreciation of them after not hearing from them about any music from them for a while. I basically got a newfound appreciation for the band and their music. As far as movies, again, I didn't really, as I said in my last favorites video, I don't really get the chance to go out to see movies anymore because many of the people I would go with are not around. And I mean, it's just, it is what it is kind of thing. But I did see one movie over the last weekend, that I hadn't seen in a long time, and it actually was an extended version of the movie, which is the musical Rock of Ages. If you guys don't really know what the movie is, it was originally a Broadway musical written by a former American Idol star. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but it's like Constantine Marullo, I think was his name. I'm like 60% sure that was what his name was. But yeah, he wrote and produced, and I think directed even, a Broadway musical centered around 80s rock and metal bands. Not metal, more kind of like hair metal, so like Def Leppard, Poison, bands like that. But then like there was like Scorpions and Quiet Riot and Night Ranger, bunch of older rock bands that my parents had grown up on, which, you know, being that they grew up on that, they played that a lot when I was a kid, and so I grew up on it. So this movie, like, it's not one of my favorites. There's some things that I don't like about it, but I mean, it's overall a good movie. I really enjoyed the songs that they picked to put in the movie. I don't think they should have picked a certain people to be in the movie, just my personal opinion. But overall, it's a really cool movie. It really kind of like sets the scene for like how the 80s kind of were at that time, when rock was kind of being drowned out by this pop and hip hop and R&B kind of era that was coming in. Then as for events, there were 3 really big events, and I've talked about them numerous times throughout different parts of my channel, mostly in my vlogs, but first is the fact that I was able to become a safari guide for the leadership conference that my campus holds every single year, which I was a part of last summer as a participant, and it was so much fun, and I'm so honored to have the opportunity to be a mentor for incoming freshmen and transfer students at this conference. It's really a great time. I've had 2 trainings this month already, and I have another one on April 10th, which will be my last one before the summer. We have I think between 3 to 5 day training, basically, right before everyone comes out for the end of their summer to do this training. So I'm really excited. I've met my core team, and we've all gotten along pretty well from what I understand, and yeah, next time I will be able to pick the team name for my group, so I'm super excited. The second event that really kind of it was a really great thing that I did this month, was the fact that I received an opportunity to be interviewed for a certain job on campus. I've talked about this before on a couple of my vlogs, where I was interviewed for the writing center on my campus, which is such a great honor. I know there are several people who apply for this that do not get in just off the application. So the fact that I was asked to come in and interview for pretty much like the first time ever. I was interviewed with Safari beforehand, but it really was kind of a very informal interview. They just asked you a couple of questions and didn't really build off any kind of discussion about that. It was very informal. But this was like a formal interview. Like, there was the director of the program, there was the scheduler of the program, and then there was actually like a graduate, I don't know, not a graduate student, but like an experienced student, someone who had been worked with the Writing Center for quite a while, that was in the interview with me, and they were asking me questions about things on my application and asking about my strengths and my weaknesses and kind of thing. So it was pretty much my very first interview, and I felt like it went really well. So I'm hoping to hear back from them soon, but it's really early in the interviewing process for them right now. It would be a great experience for me, I believe, for the career I want to get into. And then finally, the last thing that I did this month was the fact that I had spring break. Now, for those of you who don't know, colleges and universities usually have their spring breaks earlier than the public schools do. This is because they usually start 2 to 3 weeks earlier than the public schools do, which causes them to have a spring break 2 to 3 weeks earlier than them, and they get out about a month and a half earlier than public schools, so for the summer at least. But yeah, so spring break was really cool. I got to go. I really didn't have much to do for spring break. I just came home, but my boyfriend directed with a friend of his and a very good friend of mine. They directed their high school play, and so for 4 days out of my week that I had off for spring break, because my parents were working and my sister was preoccupied with sports, I got to come in and watch the rehearsals, and this was like the week before their tech week, so it was really good for them to have a fresh set of eyes on the scenes and like kind of just give them some pointers, which I felt so honored to do because this was a group of people that I loved so dearly. They are such great kids, and I was so happy just to be able to see everybody again. I had not seen anyone other than my boyfriend since I'm pretty sure my open house, which was last May. So it's been a long time since I have seen them, so I was really, really happy to get to see a lot of them, and I know a lot of them had missed me and wanted to see me soon. And their play went fantastic. It was one of the best shows I had seen in a long time, which was really amazing considering they had a lot of inexperienced people in the show. It was astounding. Like, if any of my friends that were in the show are watching this, I am so sorry about that whole like staircase. Basically what happened was on the very last show, the railing to their staircase broke because a couple of actors had fallen over and broke it. It was just a total mishap. Thankfully though, it was on the last show, so they didn't have to worry about fixing it or anything, and nobody was seriously hurt, but it was definitely the most like gut-wrenching thing I had seen. I'm like, oh my gosh, is everybody okay? But it was a great show. I absolutely loved it. And then finally for books, I read a total of 3 books this month. I read We Are Made of Molecules, I read the Lizzie Borden murders, and I read the first book in the Matched series. You guys can all check out my book reviews for those. Up here, I'll leave links up there for you guys if you have not seen them. But I think my favorite book out of the month had to be We Are Made of Molecules by Susan Nielsen. Honestly, this book is so good. It's definitely more of a middle grade novel, and I explain all of that in my book review. But it's so good. It's so relatable. It is so cute. I absolutely adore one of the main characters, Stuart. He's so cute. He's just like this cute little nerdy kid that really doesn't have much of a social life. He's kind of basically like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, except like 13 years old. So it's really cute to see him try to like make friends at this new high school and everything, and try to like become friends with his future stepsister. And then, you know, and I just really liked how Susan Nielsen developed her characters. I thought it was a very good, like, development of characters. There wasn't really much question. I think, honestly, this is a great, like, standalone book. I don't know for sure if she's coming out with another book related to this. If she does, I would love to read it. I would highly recommend she did, because, that was weird how I said did. but I really enjoyed this. I really recommend this to anyone who loves books like that are kind of like, you know, how Jerry Spinelli would write a lot of his realistic fiction. I know Jerry Spinelli's really old school for me, so, but this is such a cute book, so relatable, so fun to read. Definitely would recommend to several friends of mine who are kind of into that. But yeah, so that's going to do it for my March favorites for this month. I'll leave a link too for my February favorites if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already, and you'd like to be, subscribe and become a little owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.